hijack a party. And ye necessary ye party dear. Na see a cover a cromfo. Wa we ye cromfo one people shall say pack on your massa. And ye anything ye take party no. Ye take party see the one for. It's as simple as ABCD. Get that in your head. Obiani wo party mo this mu na be support no. We will fight you. The masses are with us. The masses shall forever be with us. Because we've stayed the course. We've been very honest with ourselves. When I was telling Akufo-Addo what I told him when he was running, I did not care. Because my convictions were clear. Now for misconstrued, they said, "You campaign, your mama. Your mama na made na memu ne yede. Amemu ohunusu. Wonimbu. And they were appointed to a way I said, one more number. One trafutri. It's my campaign, Mama Hama. Nanukredi na me bura Akufo-Addo nua no kuredi enti na me demonstrations hwe no no kuredi enti it is an edrum so amon kama no ntum na me konkom ho nchim me ko ne ayi ye friend say pepreness ayi form we say na wentia na fa ngu bantu fa ntuam to fa nkuto kakra fa moto no ho munya abote and he's been like this from the days of Happy FM. No Kurana Munkantia. Julius Zebra Frames and Mayor my XYZ was you were intelligent and you are brainy. Come and help me to build my station. The Busan the question station in the Eba Buamia building and I campaign for Mahama. Was his station? I'm saying Mayor. Oh yeah, Madam Man campaign Mama da. No more yum so can be BTI, Dr. Mamad Baumia. Na me can be BTI, Dr. Mamad Baumia, no, you want yedi. Na me can be Tia, your mamma, dear Winnie, and you are going to hear you must say, no, I make it two distinct statements. One concerning Dr. Mamad Baumia, one concerning Akufo-Addo, one concerning your mama. Also, your mama, a Akufo-Addo name Baumia, the Ujidi. Name of them can find your mama on the air, one kind of correct. Why going to hear you? Oh, Nipako, I'm going to hear you. Munyabutre. If you are near Sam George, some message in a day ban. And when you feature in your money, I don't know. Message in Bessako. Why? You Malam John. One no ya yani de nimsa memu no no anebu. Say one you. Na Malam John said you appoint you anyway you na. Ade achini a withdraw ni ade ni. Enam say na ade no yi. Mo bia meka so my friend Malam John. Who penipa wodi din tutu oba politics mo pa jo mama. And opana ana Jack Toronto na hwan. One na tutu din. Keja Malam John so ya de manu na eje no. Ose ache mafia no na tu ho ingofodi. Eti Malam John so bagene say wa kofi ye wi ani ekobusa so omo se national security yet se afanya dai ya fa nrura manfo wa mo kra na se form na constitution is say article 83-84 no was say eya act no set up the National Security Intelligence Act no eya act 1030 no ade na eka ye be kwa kohwe what is the mandate of the national security, what is the composition of the national security, the National Security Council, the National Security Secretariat. Wa mo dwuma ne say no mo dwuma no kro mo ye so mo ni police na ye asesi na mo beda ni police o mo na chiche nkofu o mo otumi so mo chi obi o mo otumi so mo court ye be hwe ni nyina e bi say ye mra ne de chichiri kro. The presidency is a creation of the law, so he must work within the remit of the law. He cannot do anything outside the remit of the law. But because you use your identity, your man come and intimidating. How did that happen? How did we get here? We are a nation of laws, and that's how it's going to be. It's ever heard also. Why? Now, if you say more no fancy no krum, magentre ha, mo ye ni ade na no ma me be friend me. What's me just unko na ne watch the especially do ka precisely so no a me wu. Nam sisa wasi ya nime wu fire. Eti wa ye na kofi wa ye say ene woni general obema mu $200 na ye ni ade na eti we no me di $200 ne buy. More fire. Powerful. Oze. Hey wait, $200 what about go me di shame. Edi obi general Muso mu enaja woni kofi ne team no wo ye ne ade wo de fo chibra na ye wo da o machi wo wo bra befa enkoto ye show ne ye wo fa komo mo ade fama no na o mo dia ai we Prosper Kofi ahoto na ahoto nya wuya no so me nuano ma obedi di matem. Afrifa, you are trying to be relevant. You are not a trained journalist. Stop it. Yes, me a trained journalist. Makase mwe from up here. Mo the journalist, me me journalist. Mo se there bisa na mba frem. Mo wase mo. Me ye journalist me dey. Kobi, yanko yanim. Ti any can for some George message in command. Cutting razor. Mudi be buy. Mudi be buy. Amu be raise. General sign a buy. Mudi cutting razor be no. And a buy. Hey. And yeah,
Boys company.
Boys company. Yati boys company. Adai. Semanse boys. How mo ye dey? Semanse boys. You go to here. Kofi Anamba, say when you Kofi Anamba. No, I fashion any was an so share, no say Kofi Anamba. And you go Piaro. What in a fui? No, Sadia one walk. Fee, or go baby. As I does what? When will you go Piaro? Send enough for us to commission was not coming to Moya. Wait. Kratano kwa school non kobiu. And any pa we am France be did your party as a ultimate now. Emma who for say yam yaba ye positions no. One go preposition yam from a man me twa selfie. We so that no did me matter. We adewi. So did me matter. But you find this way. Nti Julie aye bobiese wo move office there condition bo mo. Na ya so compare condition ni bi. Okay. Amanabo. Amfa. Obisi only fools will join so no amu join or tell. No, I go via charge myself. Mo $200 na. Why sir? Mo ya mo sisan ma mo bia obia binya team ni nyina. Obi the engine no mo high internet ni ade no. Sam George ni NC ni ade ye beka ho asem. Mo jane na kura be say mo pa mo dum light si akura. Ye be so phone ni ade aye. Why? Ye be so ka e phone light ni ade aye show. Why? Obi. Na yanko ni Sam George ni. Owura Sam George, Samnet George, Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. Now, Minister of Communication. And I now know me one who say, yes, Sam George is who be a foundation. The foundation no ko ye dear near dear. Yes, sir. And for that matter, Sam George when a financier, Sam George say, or no the financier. Now what you know na man for na dwene na ko. Sam George na me tell what dey na say, Sam George me who say what the partners MTN. Now say partners MTN Minister of Communication and was in a foundation MTN for na partners eti wo hwe ha MTN for logo da ase no and was say omo ye partners of the foundation and I'm saying okay and then na koso no Minister of Communication and the say MTN is a major player in the telecommunication space and the Minister of Communication one no and now MTN CEO no ekoko sra no Daniel so wo yesab na eti yebusa se okoko sra no enkomo ekoso and the man is obey partners and ade ya but if we a Minister of Communication Nasa major player. MTN controls about 70% of the market of a year telecommunication. So when you a CEO of MTN, Akosira Sam George. Now all of a sudden, what by Sam George you can say the foundation, no any partner, and it raises costs for alarm. Precisely. If you say you see a pronkuma, egun shira ne kura na etikuma kwaduro yi. Na be so abribra. Na agoro no ehya ase emponi. Say communications minister. Timi anam so mame nkwohwe. Say Sam George ebia na MTN for aye ne partners all this while. And don't forget, Say some George say, or no to on your Jumada, apart from a year MP no Odino. Na on can Corintino. Oko share a year video be a watch them one, or need delay your interview. In one breath, ye Busan send a year Jumabay, or send a year in 1 year Juma, or Shankola. And some George went to a year, you can say, Parliament, a committee set up by a year act. Na yebeba ho kofintu ko eye act 769 eno na set up eye the NCA National Communications Authority and National Communications Authority omodwuma ne say wo mo na be regulate the space of communication telecommunication na wo mo na regulate eye MTN Telecel Airtel Tigo ni ade wo mo na regulate wo and NCA is under eye the Ministry of Communication. So the operating minister there is Sam George. Or no exercise control by NCA, although it's an autonomous body. But the Yebusa say, the minister na telecommunications in national. I him say na no krebe say a bano say a internet here there. MTN said there be mumfani nyina ama ye na ye nche. So by every means possible, MTN is trying to stamp a authority within the space of communication, which ya pass mrakovi ya pass mrasa mra no echere say per the NCA laws, no player in the game should even control more than 40%. So the government is taking steps so be reduce even the monopoly of MTN within the space. It's a ban says a minister be I will know your Minister of Communication na MTN CEO eko na onene koko eko ya say ni say na de achi no be partner. Now there is something called corruption or perception. That is how come I almost say corruption perception index, because some of the things about corruption it is the perception, the optics of it. So you busa question say Sam George dey na can no and all of a sudden MTN for na ye be call Sam George social media page Instagram na yakɔhwɛ Daniel so we afameko na yankɔhwɛ Sam so ahanti kobi me na me say ma me nkɔhwɛ Sam George ni Instagram the foundation ni Instagram so Jata Foundation Instagram ni ani enam ho ani ekɔ me hu we 2022 me hu MTN partner bia ho 2023 yanko me so mo nyina mo hwɛ wo MTN nya partner bia wo Sam George from 2022 MTN nya ne partner da 2023 MTN nya ne partner da 2024 MTN nya ne partner da afa yanko page no foundation page yako obi all of a sudden na Sam George obey minister na MTN PM, but there is a code of conduct for a public office holders. All of a sudden you say MTN is Sam George a partner yes na carefully no or sheda no ka say partners and not sponsors. Because Sam George is smart. So he says partners. But partner no more yedei. Or more check credit. And no more internet. No more the yedei. Na or the bema free. MTN were a private company. So the major interest in the world. And so be make it profit. So be make it profit there. Or be partner where they no be free more. As a Minister of Communication. Now, Shraj was a code of conduct for public officers. Shraj, young person public officers. Now, so code of conduct projects in Ghana for ready. So this is the code of conduct for public officers of Ghana and the guidelines. So Embrano, even the Constitution, as public officers, any kwaso omuye bibi. Now, yanko Article 284 of the Constitution. Article 284 of the 1992 Constitution say a public officer shall not put himself in a position where his personal interest conflict or is likely to conflict with the performance of his functions of his office. The framers of the Constitution per Article 284. Oman can say where it only conflicts, but see, it is likely. So we are trying to nip every situation where even obedient two positions be corrupt. So if a Minister of Communication, NCA say, na MTN NCA say, na say ochina or see MTN ne partner. So the likelihood of conflicting the personal interest with the office he occupies, Constitution eka. Omaya yetuma yemfamra nya hwe obi yemfamra nya hwe obi aye do pe Sam George no ono ne call for equity Sam George no ono na SCS aja ono na wo ye wo china so pe president ni bia di ni ade wo pe bia di and then Sam George say obey Minister of Communication on the regulatory MTN the MTN and the partners so the Constitution 283 or say where now young Konian share a year code of conduct for a year public officers per scratch. So the same phrase, you know, the person aboso ba Japayenti, there be next one where constitution called a year code of conduct and then now Public Services Commission and so amma a year code of conduct. Are we a public officer? You don't put yourself in a position where your personal interest conflict, not only conflict, but it's likely. That is the phrase. And one country says Sam George say MTN a partner. Is it not likely to conflict with a Is it not against the law? Does it not breach the Constitution? And we sit here, a nation without laws. That's Sam George that's to office. Sam George, what that's to office when his action is in clear breach of the Constitution. And Sam George that's to because we don't care. Now, Kofi, I didn't want to see we need to Sam George said why the finance where you know the foundation. And don't forget says now na committee of inquiry anymore. A public account committee, a ministerial vetting committee, whatever committee. Na so ko tran trotchere wo mu a per the laws of our nation. You've lied on oath and it's a perjury. And perjury is for jail sentence. What me jail for lying on oath. Now Sam George call a year vetting committee. Or call vetting committee, you know. And we call baby. But before say Obeko vetting committee, no, young only delay your interview be. Some few years down the lane, young only delay interview yeah. Na yentia small kind. Na all of a sudden, yentie.
3.
What's that? How many years?
We are 10 years this year.
Oh yeah, then Juma.
Juma potting our year and say or TTMA.
Oh no, I was saying
3.
What's that? How many years?
We are 10 years this year.
Oh yeah, then Juma.
Juma potting our year and say or TTMA.
Oh no, I was.
Gobi. See Sam George, you. A very dishonest character. Sam George say, a Juma ne yere ya ne se otite ne ma. Some few years down the lane. When the same St. George has appeared before a committee, and I don't know why the MPP part of it is still sitting down because this is perjury. This is perjury. When you lie on oath in front of a committee, it is perjury.
Precisely so.
Which you can go to jail for that. Now, St. George a committee. Yanko tie your can or committee. Take note. Or send a Juma. What it's in about? Yentre Sam George can committee.
Of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
So in less than 2 years, all of a sudden, what it mano? You don't know what it mano. A very industrious woman. Meaning, Sanu mailing kolau, Sanu making kolau, Sanu mentiasie. Sam George on delay show. I said, the Naira and so what it's 2 years down the lane, when he appears before a committee, Sam George say, Naira industrious, but delay interview ni bio. Ubo we are a face up committee no the ni bio. Na man for no make your judgment.
Oh no, I was saying
3.
What's not how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, then Juma.
A Juma potting or say or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
what's not how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, then Juma.
A Juma potting or say or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
what's not how many years?
We're 10 years this year.
Oh, yeah, then Juma.
A Juma potting or say or Titiama.
Oh, no, I was saying
3.
Do you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Mr. Chairman, I'm married to a very industrious woman.
No, I don't get it. Please explain.
I'm married to an industrious woman.
Okay, so please explain to her, if you say you are married to an industrious woman, and that is the source of your secondary income, what exactly do you mean?
I mean, my wife takes care of me.
Very well. Do you have the benefit of any secondary source of income?
Brabak to and this is a minister of state.
Exactly.
So dishonesty
Precisely.
at the highest level.
Exactly.
Now some George Abetro say, I won't lose a sleep over somebody who is trying to be relevant. Sam George. Or no Sam George.
Say.
I say, me ko Afrifa. Me. Sam George.
Very dishonest.
Dr. Mamad Baumia, and now whoever wins the MPP flag bearer, Tienier, says Sam George at me, the Minister of Communication. Either some of them a Council of State chair in the next government, and as a Minister of Communication, because we need intellectual firepower be a minute. Sam George, Mitiena, on carry any intellectual firepower. We were not
Very dishonest person.
in one breath, 2 years down the lane, industrious, and such a person is occupying a position like minister.
More fire.
It's the honesty, baby. So some George Becca just empty and a partner. Where it is clear, it is clear. Said Adiana Wayan is likely to conflict with a position as a public officer.
More fire. More fire. More fire. More fire.
Jatane Chantro. Jatane Chantro.
More fire.
Jatano. Onye Jatabiahu. Onye Jatabiahu. Most of them member na Jatane. Jatane. Onye Jatane. Buabu we won't come. Na Jatana. Jatana Irene. Jata. Irene. Sam George. Honesty. And Uko a year section 211 of Act 29, which is Criminal and Other Offences Act. A cap perjury once a month. So Sam George, you've committed a crime against the state. If we are to go by what a year Article 211 of a year Act 29 can, Sam George, we are on ocean 2 minutes, we are industrious. 2 minutes, this person says MTN and partner. Which is which? Sam George is a by no bechirimua. Sam George is a fed one sponsor. A year the foundation. Near Busa and a beer also when you may be 15,000 Ghana cedi na parliamentary and a man. And I will use her Hankola. 2 years says can away. O my name from Ranyashi. Now be a sorry. And these are the people leading us. The catch them say it is a scam government. Scam. Okuja travel black one. Enwa said the neck for do yen. And one was you may be an email west. Settings government. Obi na ye no na no nkrofo bi omo etata me anwumra ni ade a me de omo picture ni ade ni video gu ho ni ade no ana manfo ne so na Okatakyie no wo ye sentence ni ade na nya 3 weeks ago ana beka say jakpako eye airport so or heme ne ya me fa me na anu ya eti na me kantro na me di video ni gu ho no akwa na dwen but iti mo adwen ankoso se ana ajo 11-12 no ade a car Range Rover nam a number plate mo ho mo ni munyanse ti mo musa kwahye se Range Rover a number plate mo ho me nyantie se so wo pa apology na wanya apology okokot okokot anu waka kire eye court ni de ntia wo nam a Range Rover anajo eye 12 ayi mo ho no number plate mo ho anu waka kire mo me yamfa ni ma se nwura me okokot wa emfa ni ma nwura me wo mo ye ni ade wo mo koma 7 police station so no mo ko report wo ye ni ade na police CIA investigator na free now police investigator wa frame na me ye na me so me throw exams ni adenti ye reschedule dem we answer wa press it, this call is being recorded na mbuza answer na na record the call I was going to bring it to your attention. I'm saying, do you bring it to my attention first before you start recording, or you record me before you bring it to my attention? I'm cutting CID. You've compromised yourself. You, the CID, wanting to investigate this matter, you've compromised yourself. And I'll come there and defend myself. Now, because now, baby, now 1 hour. Now the next minute, me movie. Now, say, baby, I'm gonna more see. Yes, more corner. And no cry, baby, I'm gonna cast more corner. Go be. Tell me, ye chin in your back corner, or I can't back on any actually, or a side day. Mobi and Rimrami. Oh, Yana, so I be a branch and a best and the carry and Tian Frua, the patch of Boko, a fakot sim. Now, court would become what we need him. Say, remember them fountain check. And yes, way in the fire. Hey, Munyarov. Munyarov. Court. Obi Uncle. Se Ghana for me Musasa na do 12 Range Rover number plate mo no ye opede mu musa kwa et mo adwene na ye adwumani mo bia me hwewram krum on fire obi na yan kona weni afam bridge the gap between some George and the serious matter that we need to address as to the locus of a national security which is supposed to be in charge of taking care of the security of our nation, both external and internal. And this institution has become a tyrannic institution, terrorizing people left, right, center. And no man in this country is able to say it. Nobody is going to intimidate me.
Never.
And nobody can intimidate me.
Never.
Nobody.
Nobody.
And we will never leave Babylon until the victory is won. I'm telling you.
Tell them.
You will never leave Babylon until the victory is won.
Exactly. Tell them.
And minim debesie no fire and crazy for detention 2 years in a military government. Na me se mu ye ku kura na mba ya academy ye no anka me ye mu. And then come the card ye benya bebiu. Come back na civilian government I'm running the adwuma and you make a chi adinyame Afrifa na me ma me go no frɛ osu and I'm say ma so say wo me em frɛ me so koko didi ai shira sam na wudidi na wura die is many wura wo fufuo di agoja what is ya chimia wo fufuo de di ade bia ni wo betime wura me to akoko no na ye beba ho me no Johnny. Tisa. Every run there, will be a family. Remember, me go shop no watch military. What me promise? What jam and I'm saying the same thing. The national security, much me do. Ba mo bete bansa. Say the multi be there. You know, I alasa currently. Osman in China me acham. Kade we amesi yama mo ne mu nsem funu na mo di na rura ne ade ni. Ome na me keka bi na bi ka me ni ade sa. Me confront pimu me suspension me jisa. If someone ne make what your exams require me the police escort no confront.
More fire.
I'm telling you, go back and watch. They should tell you.
Precisely.
Timothy am saying then here. One more me confront pimu no. One more year almost say any akwa no what do kra no ho. What Obi? Someone is anu me ba kuma se bodi nso saa ne ade ego ye ne wo ya akwa bi bo me 2000 ohwem sutro be si na hwem tirim se me bodi bi bi sia no so me bo no obo me no dwane ti saa enu ade mo bi afamba me ma me kosu ab no che military o ti me bo me saa o ja me anam se ko ye the same thing the national security mo chi me du me ba mo bete bansa say the multi be there you know ayi alasa currently Osman in China me acham kade we amesi yama mo ne mu nsem funu na mo di na rura ne ade ni ade be no
Agumu amama.
Agobi no amount of intimidation
Never.
eti we na mu hunu ne sa se and wo ha adwen wo kuro ne mu no afa na abedu national level na mu hunu timo kuma no ntum atufo what national security, police, military, we are a creation of law.
Precisely.
And we are a nation of laws. You are going to work within the remit of the law that established you. Nobody has any right to be doing things outside the remit of the law. You have to be careful.
Precisely.
Oh yeah, no more yes, and when they will kill, I don't fear these things. John line, I don't know. Nipa titra wo memi went to there. Enti jaba. Anyi wo sesa why nyanse hunu na de na be one. Wo ayi odame sisi woni ade Ghana for bebre kan bi ma. Bebo. That is what we call nation of laws. Ave ubenya tumia. Nyoma funu sa na odi tumi need. Under what circumstances that a warrant will be needed. National security. Kadechi ako school. Woba. Munya warrant. Some exactly the other warrant ne koye. Don't mean kwaji warrant for Kadechi. Now mana majuma nie. Some be gada. National security. Yeah, come national security. Scam memu. Settings. Onye ready. Afa ye wa musu ye de Edward Bawa. Ekọ GMPC. Nyasa. Communicate by no. Ade chom si Edward Bawa to so fan to so. Si Edward Bawa. E say ye na free GMPC. Ye na be share Madam John Mwano, he is not in control. So I'm sure say Omo appoint you before next year. No, who not say no, I don't want this. Bring him to somewhere. Hey, after no massa appoint you before Nako GMPC go be. And I thought to say be at the initial stages of government, you know, and a bebasa. And you can clearly tell it is a warring trend. Very warring trend. It tells you your mama is not in control of the governance.
More fire.
He's not. And me minim. And I'm going to do that. So John, when you control, you're a fine gentleman. Fine gentleman. But by leadership, he lacks what it is to be a leader. Or need the temerity to be a leader. John, only Mr. John Mahama is a fine gentleman. But fine gentleman alone does not make a leader.
Precisely.
You need some decisiveness. I don't know your mama natural one a cratem, the bookum, my first coup d'etat. On what true, Mr. Wusha Wabenano, dear a hanepa, New Year's, how indecisive he is. Which means Sijina yet, and we are seeing it in his government. On Sijina yet, me appoint you in and yet Chani are far away their question has. And that is indecisiveness. And no leader should have that kind of sickness. When I decided I was going to leave Angel, I left Angel.
Precisely.
When I decided I was going to leave XYZ, I left XYZ.
Exactly.
And that is decisiveness, regardless of how the people feel about it. So me, I am so decisive when I'm making a decision. When you number to me, I call right. When I'm clear in my mind, I have to go to left. When you're there, I call left. And that is what is happening. Man, finding you okay with it. So John Mama, I feel me 100 men who say, yes, we more appoint you be as deputy, deputy ECG, managing. Every year, near cultural crata, Abranti, watching a tie, I should have said, Joanna baby, John Ayuku Kansi, as acting deputy managing director of ECG. After you answer, you withdrawn. Minister of a year, energy, at Shrokrataba. So I withdraw your appointment. I say, I didn't remember the when you have a copy. Kratane da in Sofabra, away a withdrawal of appointment. John Jinapo, and an Sasha. So it shows you how indecisive John Dramani Mama is. And it's becoming a trend, a very worrying trend. John is not in control. He's not in touch with government. Sources from a grapevine, deep sources. But that's what I am. I'm fan of the catcher pain. John, we need the Okosukra. 18 year appointed Japa, and I can tell you on authority, your mama, you are appointed Japa, and I'll show you today. Japa, yeah, John appointed. Na Japa, John, Memoni Japa, and the Memoni Bishop from Japa. And then you're John appointed, and I'll come and demonstrate and prove it.
Precisely so.
Prosper Bani, and I appointed Japa. The Abusa said Prosper Bani on what grounds? What legal grounds? And what you know the true Japa, I ne letter was what the appointment. No Prosper Bani, no, baby out here, no, you busa question. And Mraben, yes, the president has the right to do some of these things. But you better Mrano. And I'm sure you're different. Monko Ghana Records.com, I'm going to read me. Unko read me. You're sure be good. Were you sacked from Angel or you left? Emubia Utimifa. Whether sack or left. Ebia wait me afa.
Sack or left.
Ebia. No, and the end result is a mini angel. Yes, sir. Whether sack or left. End result is an appeal. And the American coupon. Some can say, Yenibram was a semo. Now, maybe church much out. Boy, who come any more brother? Maybe we are some Darbania. And one by Yakromahi. Etim betimi asachi akojo amana Yakroman fini e wi asem wo tan hunu ayawo median kade minim ne sen ka to bo bi bodania yanom ne saba wosuo enso mi mpe no obi aboni yo e ka me ho kura be batan afi wo tan hunu su firi hinia me meje mo mpena bi me ma mo nchen bosia bo medi mo konkonsam ya ana madwuma ba ko pe am ye ntira ana mentu mefra ana chade abo de adi achami ana mo de mato tanku wa mudia ene mo mpa abudunso benum na me bra mfiri metworo konkono emu ana awrade achiro me se ase kwame afiri fei me no puma no han me no wa bankase adumnya mia ne makoche tina ya me nsurumo adumnya me pe ne me kochem nsurumo why then shomu tena and say which in me kwambe say what time me say which in me that the lumba kura what oda dem tworo nyom ema amu amonije ya amosae mu ya mudidi natam sa akodi otimi ya ha esema monije e de bi wewe ma gas for onu munya no amfa nche no na me ya me tietia mo konso politics na mo dem ko beche Timothy akura na se why. Me fa bo ho. Me say that lumba shed that dem no atworo nyom. Eno ade cha na hwe ni shoe. No ability na say no mo di natem.
No akoye case.
That lumba. One kind of politics oni di o matem o. Obonyo mo sa memfa bitiri nya da roma na mo nche no mo di nkola no. No wi a wasa ko di that lumba atem. Na me what time your difference o mo ni there. Obi Yanko national security is in front of wood. Aye. Sir.
We are decisive.
John, you're decisive.
A
PPM.
So, we shall
no piano where you were from, no question. No piano. Tear scam. A PPM game of chess. To piano make a crack. No way you know. Was my talk. We are going to go serious matters. So, your friend is saying that Bempo. Was it Tuesday and Monday? Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday, no go be control exams. Now, Mobaka 3 weeks ago, Mekachram said Jakwa. And the national security, we remember. Man, for so there be one year sentence. The national security knew what I did. You. The evidence is there to show.
Precise.
Wednesday, no. Kofi afe ya wawana mature exam se wi me ba fi. Na me ba na me intel. Emma me feel say my people will pick you up. But on your sure say your Friday and Saturday, which is a ne. It's not me away. And one mama Benz be boss spy. So me guys here now mo here. Say me na mo many wo baby a go bi. Na dey omunim no. I'm a militant. That's what I don't fear.
Exactly.
So we had spotted them. And another Benz in a year spot here mo. Now, they are not smart, say. They shall not be Gina the temple. Now, many speaker called Dunkomo. They said to him, Gina filling station. Nam tofu, and I'm say, I'm Pana Benson, who are Gina. Okay, so we were many guys in the Casano. We wanted to know, should we go, should we stay there? Nam say, let's go. Whatever will happen, let it happen. Oh, what is it? It's me branch Christian village no me ye no ade na obi abe ye hwese pick up we ni bi na omo ye na boys no said ye omo ye gota ya meka ho asem ya wa sorry abe wa no medwi so omo twam akwa de mu yan say boys no de gota no pack more fire But transfer occurred in one. I'm saying, I didn't want to mind them. But pack. Me now we see now clock here AK-47. Now we I said me kabibia. Now we here AK-47. Now we here na. Boy see I think 10 gram ogobi. Mema pa. Na ba ko na si no. Ana ba ko nso be gina be chika na ba ko be gina be china sa boys no nso asia free sa ka anim ana omo course scene na wo Christian village ho obi we dey AK-47 so na ba ko bom papa hey be a door. I'm like, okay, be a door. No, do you even have the right to sit in my car without permission? Oh, by on for warrant in Chile. I say, hey, we are from BA makers. I just say, oh, move force the door. Let me be a mom or transit. Or transit, move. When I'm saying move to where? I'm in from a lawyer. Almost a da on for a lawyer. It's a kidnapping. It's an imprisonment because per our laws. Oko section 49, section 52, any other section. Nina about imprisonment and kidnapping. Opa no for warrant to be anchorable. On can't chirem the entire see a movie. Ovi Afrifa-Mensah me and see me movie. Me name a lawyer and Kasa I am a baby I make me movie. Oh no more order from above will be a friend. Hey, one movie gonna handcuff. I be to us and my master. I'm okay. Let's go. Ti yakono. Na wana mi mufinia de. Ano mo de me call. Ayi kaukudi. Bia na hono. Say when ye bia na nangasa. Original nangasa. But because BNI does not operate the way you see, party boys now, when you are moving me, a bit more. It's only me rack. How could you call BNI? Say, by Uncle Phone Humachi. You could do a yes, you be remunuan. Anna course free ho buy. So omu move him free ho. Because I'm sure they have picked intelligence. Social media is boiling. No mo say move him free ho. Straight. No mo dem call Blue Gate ho. You could do Blue Gate ho no. Because it was not a sanctioned job. No mo nya we cross meba. So ye gina ho well over 15 to 20 minutes. And no mo be gate in my. You needed to make calls to confirm if indeed I have been sanctioned to. Okay, so I sat in the car and I make come catch young guys na no mo tika anymore. Na me say mo ye young guys mo nyu so adwene ne kakra. If so say young guys here mo the next 30 years nyame nkunye ya the probability say me no be the space of government mu high and poduano enka na ntwe to enka confusion say oye there within 30 years MPP will come to power. Na me busa question, me busa young guys question. Said the mu ye if MPP comes to power na me dibi be yam wante be yam de ave no mo to hwem nim me kanya sam chrom no mu ye nyansa fo mbadwene ho obi ave mo de me ko ye ni ade enhira nka awrade se nipa a me kotro no ohun no me no eye Osman Alasan or ye madam fo
More fire.
Eti be do no say why be arrested my friend no say any momfa no mra ni ade no de me kotra na office ye di nkomo o kire ye se ade tin ma ya ni ade a wo mo so wakoka bibi say national security for ewo na onim obi omoboa onim and I'm so yan chira me video kura makoka na me fanga na me kan so amaka no kura pa so me say sisubia say national security for mo nya word ya and ye mo won choro mo abia agrofo yi and anu ya ba ye mo say boys ya mo frɛ o mo say national security for yi obi o mo hihye nguram nya galam say no mutu o mo galam say for ho bai etidie here national security ne say me so mutu galam say ne mo nya galam say nso ne say no we national security we national security etikate chia kasem eno ye threat ne mom threat na ngase ho no eno nya the concern of the national security
Fire them.
Powerful.
we national security we Kofi Afe and the Osman and I must be honest, he was very gentle. We had a lengthy conversation. Now I'm so one chiremia. No akoba akoya ni hu fi a wote XYZ. No akoba ni video a wono akwa na call say national security should pick me up. Nani it is an agenda setting. Almost said release my akwa say on pick on that issue. No mo nyina say issue no so me fa me. Because me tie akwa ne sem o ka no. On kase nyansem so he was coached.
Precisely. So
the right words to use, he was coached. Because but this very video, the guy was Okasa Nyansa Muse, Munchi Afrifa, and yes, I was man. What percent your mama memory so me and I'm saying, it is what it is. I don't really care. If I said it, I said it. And if you want me to help you to fight Galamsey, it's okay. Me your mama, I'm willing to help. So many are in Osman, yes, and your person buana baby a Galamsey near the Koso Menko a national security for. Okay, so you didn't come away. Me lawyers baho many are they. Adia Chinyan Menyanti said the same so-called national security led by Japa. Echo a year governor this in fee. Say woman fee. Now say what is this? What nonsense is this? Kofi, I hear nonsense. And you must security. Is this national security? So I said, okay, let me go and look at a year Mrano. What governs the act of national security? And national security in quiet say the same. It is a constitutional body.
Educate them.
The framers of the constitution. And they we will look at it. And then the national security. We will look at the composition of the national security. What every job is supposed to be done. So me and I'm saying, let me do a quick research. Know the laws that establish the national. Now I am called Article 83, National Security Council. Don't forget, your National Security Council, which is chaired and head by the president. So ordinarily, the framers of the Constitution said they are going to set up a National Security Council. And maybe a coordinator, your from National Security Secretariat.
Exactly.
So because the president cannot run the day-to-day activity of the national security, that is how come he's appointed a coordinator to be there and do the job.
More fire.
But the president, if you want to see how serious the national security setup is, architecture is, that is why the only council in Ghana and the chair is a president. The military check council as well.
Exactly.
If it's a danger, if it's a president, the number one priority is to keep the people safe from external attacks, from internal attacks, gathering of information. So I say the National Security Council consists of the president, the vice president, ministers of foreign affairs, defense, interior, finance, and other ministers as determined by the president. Now, 84, it tells you the chair of the national security, who is supposed to be the chair of the national security. Now, functions of the National Security Council, advisory role. The NSC advises the president on matters relating to national security, including foreign affairs, defense and internal security. So, per the constitution, other functions, the NSC may perform other functions as may be prescribed by the constitution or any other law. So, any other law, and you Act 1030, say no supplement the constitution. Kofi Act said now National Security Council aside the National Security Council and the National Security Secretariat and only the coordinator which is a mandate of the law Act 1030 and the Gina so the appointee now under the Security Secretariat and your word your friend NIB first name of any BNI that is the National Investigations Bureau. Then we have a research department. Then we have a National Signals Bureau, NSB. All of these people, they are appointed by the coordinator in consultation with the president.
Precisely.
So the president has ultimate responsibility to see what the national security is being used for. What is the mandate of the national security? Act I set national security. Fameko here section 14. Enlarge on the role in the national security or mandate. Near her national security in Kuala. Obetimi a yen maybe wabra on for police and Kamua. So young call the functions of the national security per section 14 of Act 1030. What's the national security? Intelligence, internal intelligence shall so medical catcher say internal intelligence, which is the NIB. Friend NIB. Omoma Juma say Omoba internal intelligence, gathering of information internally. Internally. The Omadani security gas or which Omajuma penny. And NSB no Omajuma pane say Omobaji signals from across the world for any external threat. So NIB no and the research department research here social re-engineering. It will call any society that is a serious society. The national security at every given point is much concerned with every facet of our lives. Whether school, whether music, whether movie. So America, movies in most of them are engineered by the national security. Because social reorientation, social re-engineering, and we sit in a country where the president doesn't know, he has no clue what national security is used for.
More fire.
It's Yanko section 14. You read section 14. Was it the internal intelligence? There be 14:1 no. Fabra near radio.
More fire.
Enlarging kakra. Enlarging is far from me. Enlarging. Enlarging. Let me educate you on near radio. Let's look at what the national security is supposed to be used for. Per the section that establishes the national security. Was it the internal intelligence shall 1 brief the president, the National Security Council, and any other relevant stakeholders on intelligence gathered internally. Gather intelligence internally. Now, more briefly, and I've been in the Omabe soldier for no some Funusani trauma when you're strong was was it 1? Internal security interest of the country. Uvia was a 14:1A was a monitor, collect, analyze, evaluate, retain, disseminate in an appropriate manner information and intelligence gathered internally and perform intelligence operations. So first of all, majumanie some mobe gather, mobe monitor, mobe collecting, mobe analyzing. Yebusamo say mranche na mofofo omudi gumuno. Do they even have a clue what they do with this? National security. ya ka munim red wunim red ana ya de seresere mo meka nkyere ye intelligence amagada ene niam amaye wo ho de hia de mo nye Kofi Yanko o say they shall be responsible de be family na me say nna ye de be me nyina anya sa Nyoma funu chantan sa de national security ye ade ya se mo hwe na mo ye ho adwuma no prosper ba ni nya no wo ye ready kunkrofo ko ni you are not doing it
Yes.
Then why
this is supposed to be the job of the national security
ask them
afa wuyi enam se mara ni nim se national security ye mo mutumi to investigate people and they can use it in excess but if the state has no business so be use state security to terrorize anyone nobody
Exactly.
say yeah national security moto on Okatakyie na ye mo target here I am a threat to the state mo adwene ye adwuma ni identity afa ye wie ya was mo no yentiko amede cha o mo ne se osman alasa no ye me nyonko ti we me de cha mo atufo bo anka de make ka kire mo ka mo ntiase si ye be chi Okatakyie se Okatakyie na ye dey me se mo hyenwura mo tu galamsey me anam kan
yes
so what national security is win information on Nkrofo etu galamsey you have no business being in this country it means we are responsible
Exactly.
More fire them fire bend them all
adia ba no ani ahuremre ya to abawi maji tumi awi na ma maji tumi kura mo ne nyei afa yesi japa so the law act 1030 no provided from section 22 say 26 all the way to 33 says national security breaching and your funu bi omo ye said omo ye ya obi section 26 to 33 and my crime ultimately do omo through a legal process see e ba be Okatakyie no warrant omo ba yeso omo ya konfo and when you do that you are providing avenue for mo beso omo di bone after all what printing a card obi abetimi a print me after all what verse in a mo na obi abetimi a ye bi so when you guys continue to do this then the pabonifo be pursue Okatakyie the obaya ne so no so ba ko verse ni bi a print me NIB afa card oduru papa ne ade na mom say national security mo ya modwuma yi a mo se mo ate so obi pursue okume etimo bo me ho bai esa no gisi e ba ba mo a aje ba no ade ne renren ya
ba me say rambo e ka say
More security.
na yan konkohwe application of warrant wo ye wo mo se wo mo de warrant ko ayi papa ni fie governor ni fie ya busa warrant ni say wai mo fa sa ko yi Sagoi. Now what can your man no security ni mu very irresponsible character. Tin ye yi na di no. Military ni. Andakufo. Ye yi na di. Afa se okoje warrant go fitie warrant ni. Was it where a director general of an intelligence agency, medical culture say intelligence agency no, the NIB, the RD, and the NSB. Director general is now where the director general of intelligence agency or an employee discuss we are a nation of laws. General. Nobody has any business doing the nonsense they are doing, and we sit there and watch them. Ask go member nuclear offer to me another year national security. We are muy almost a member of Juada. Messimu pam and Mako. Why? Because they make one but yes. Mupenwatia, if a drew a bonnet drums be a solo. Miss on to some bokume. And Rachina. Corolla 2019 DB na G ne car number near the one in our area more will be Okatakyie many information why oh me a woman our any party 30 Kwame Nkrumah Martin Luther men and who are dear bay I'm sure at the end who names and funu now more the nationality. So I say Kobasa will be a baby. That's how person the warrant coachina. where Director General of an intelligence agency or an employee designated by the Director General has reasonable grounds to believe that a warrant is required to enable the agency to perform function under this act, the Director General or the designated employer may apply for the issue of the warrant. It don't mean warrant at large. You must be specific with exactly the other warrant in the court. Warrant say wo kwa this in no one state wo mu say me kwa metu CCTV you have no business so go to CCTV o kwaje warrant now say adis na kwaje warrant na yiri sika da ho fa mo na yiri no kwaje warrant on so say na no nkrofo ba ye na ayi nkrofo a wo bit madam fo bit me kam you know say ye de wo ka ho na me so wo de na ka ho say me na aba ba chimia ono so a kwache ne wo de ne ye dey. What the warrant to me so? And so the warrant to apply to another person. Who national security? Munim Janseni. I never know. Now for TS2 no, young 34-2. Never idea. Or say the application for the warrant shall be made in writing to a justice, the chairperson of a tribunal, or a senior police officer not below the rank of a year superintendent or above. It's just one with the idea of court. A court warrant. And a chairman of a tribunal. And a senior police officer. Not below the rank of superintendent. Now, Yansha under what circumstances that a warrant will be needed. National security. Kadechia ko school. Woba. Muhiya warrant. Samu kocheno. Emrana say a DNT na muhiya warrant. Obusamo. For some person ba abisuno. Or say matters to be specified in application for warrant. Now, an application for a warrant shall specify. What's the application? Exactly the other warrant. Don't mean what you warrant for Okatakyie. Now, man, ask you, my country is your name, General, Etika Munti, Machi General account. You have no business.
Exactly. So,
because the annihilation of laws. Then some Funukan Kansa and a Mudi Kumo be entering Ganchero. We don't run me. Muslim baby, and I'm on Fremesa. They means radio quality anything. Arrogance, they wawa semwa. Now, Mamma call you back was what the David. So them tell you more can him. On Babu Mia boom. Obo Badam, dear Banana. Now you read a year for a 34, or say 35. Or say the facts relied on to justify the belief or reasonable grounds that the warrant is required. So, as a court, some facts to rely on. Say, may a name will be seen a warrant. Or say that the agency of the matter is of a nature that it would be impracticable to carry out the investigation using the investigative procedures of that without a warrant. Or say, some say, number one said the nature of a investigation. There is some agency be more pentem be namuka samube follow Katachenga Kranka Munya sa de Korono Obesano and none the Bemu apply for warrant. Nagada joy or your threat. Mejanako baby. It's what is the agency in chasing. I tell you some phone Tanzania to Gronemonia Yachewona Maji to me. Instead somebody employ the proper people. Irresponsible characters like Jama.
Extremely.
Enkovi. It watching out be the bonny. I may say the umpesa muyebi amunye. Obia remrame. Hey, who remrame me remramubi. It's in a branch and a water car, Edimachi, and I do 12 no. Who need number plate no. I catch them make at the cheese and I will be patch. Because I'm not patch over. Baby, I got na ya yedidi. Gobi. Can me no be see more than 1 hour. Coincidentally, me coffee no, me jina a boys be a woman ho, and I do almost 12, but me who saka need machino, and I me jina a yashitemu, and yashitemu didn't come more than 10 minutes. Natama be jina on a cast in me and be palm who became. And many boys in Jina didn't come more than 10 minutes. After me, maybe go so mukono, me branch to a yama in ana omian answer. Nam say, hey, Sakas, we meet no manam. Nay, Chelsea, no matter I told you, when you come, and you come, when you Chelsea more, somebody should come and tell me, say, and I we did not. Who be try more than 10 minutes. What they didn't know was that not car back what menamu and menamu. Now no war a nimu, it will hunom. Now say, oh, wonim say your call ya me code refi car Range Rover na sa ba back e ma me cameras ni ade ni wo say be ka de e renram you e renram me
More fire.
me say wo ba kobi e nema me yenu peni bisi. In war, it is only two things that happens. Either of each. Either you win or I win. But like I keep saying, any day, anytime, I'll win.
Pound for pound.
Even if you win, you won't go, you won't survive.
Precisely.
I guess I'm around so. Hey, mo bana be kitu na the moto fa ho na gba. By the time I be move it 2 seconds, now soon did that. Maybe who cry you will die. Me say maybe who you will die. I don't know. David Amengo kwa no menu shia sama do ama say biri mu aka Jimmy. Adiaba no. Obi, international security no. Obi antime nyusu fa wura no obi a. Na adwuma yeso oye ho. Ekoye so ofa so de ye. Obi a me yusu wura no obi a. Monday we me say shirt. And kwa me suit. Omo yesa Friday na me frɛ Osman madam fuka chen so me ba no oje tum. Ti Monday me ko me suit pa a shoe Italian shoe. Anya flower de ni abo tie shirt papa. Etu two perfume ogu me ho. Papa. Oba sa me bua mo mam fight galamse anya madwuma no. Me ankasa me di tuoto me kon eko nwuram eko hwe em ye che galamse China fo. Mo ba mo mpɛ hu bi ni. Na me na mba nwura me. Mama sunkwa di o. Police ni mama sunkwa di o. Mum yenya e wai. Ni anchichire man. Na enu am MPP for ne ye na nye. Na wo na so reset. Anu aba na wo reset. Na said wo mo ye na na anu no na ba ye bidia. Ene na ba be ye de. Malam John wo be ye de. Malam John so ba be ye de. So be use national security in the nsem funu ye ekoso ya. Ene na ja na kufa ne ba o mi antra so. I am telling you any day, anytime. No amount of intimidation shall cover me into silence. I wasn't born like that. I am not made up like that. I can't even work. Eba me akoso abenoa. Obi. Yeti bomfa ombo mi din sa kwame amiso ketikiti o na ja hene ba no de ni tika kraka no ye awrade me kokuma se so ame na no so sa the whole so ame ne ye bom din ayi kramom ho kwame amiso me bubi na bi bume na me keka bi na bi kamani ade sa me confront pimu me suspension me gisa if someone make what your exams the police escort in the confront. I'm telling you, go back and watch. They should tell you.
Precisely.
Timothy am saying then here, one more me confront people. One more year almost say, and ya what you cry mo. What it? Someone is and me ba Kumasi Bodi nso saa ne ade go ye ne we am akwa bi bo me 2000 ohwem sutro be si de shem trim se me bodi bi bi sia no so me bo no obo mi no dwane tisa enu ade mo bi afam me ma me akosu ab no wo che military o ti me bo me sa o ja me anam se ko ye the same thing the national security mo chi me du me ba mo bete gbansa say the mati bi de na you know ayi alasa okuranti Osman ntina me ni achem ka de me sia ya ma mo ne mo nsem funu na mo di na nwura ne ade ni ade be no agumu ama Agobi? No amount of intimidation.
Never.
Eti when na mu hunu ne sa se and wo ha adwen wo kuro ne mu no. Afa na abedu national level na mu hunu. Tumunkuma no ntum. Atufo. What? National security, police, military, we are a creation of law. And we are a nation of laws. You are going to work within the remit of the law that established you. Nobody has any right to be doing things outside the remit of the law. You have to be careful.
Precisely.
Oh yeah, no more yes, and when they will kill, I don't fear these things. John line, I don't know. Nipa titra wo me went there. Enti japa. Oh, you will sister why nyanse hunu na odi na be one wo ayi odame ACC woni ade Ghana for bebre ka bi ma bebo that is what we call nation of laws. Ave wo benya tumi a ne o mafunu sa na wo di tumi ni di na wura wo bi fie na de tuo no akona matutu CCTV ni ade Rambo star me wukuro bi wa beto so be kana adwa akire wo ade ehwi ni wo nwura munyai amedekala we say eyeku anka yi jakwa nka said the amedeka mo ye ene kunkum judges ni adeka jakwa is a very irresponsible character enyame na meka krata ya di yi ne krata so we very irresponsible character
Extremely.
na jomama so pe o man ni yakob appointee say any person
Fire them. Fire bend them.
asha de cool high asha na fan picture nto so bi ni ehwe
Funny jina
so ni ehwe no said we say I can callous and nabumu. I said, ye, a chair, I say, ye, the Adanti Simono, a Gerano, medium minim Jisi Kubizano, Jagua, Jaroff. You have to be magnanimous with the power that has been given to you. You cannot be using power to intimidate people. The very people you claim to serve, the very people you want to serve, you are using the power to intimidate them. Doesn't make sense to you. Yes, who pursue who know he needs more somewhere. I have an achame. It's a Jomama Yan and Nimukosia, Quasiam and Quanyam Christosum Malam Yohani. Also January. Just a baby about Kutum. Malam Yohani. As a Malam Yono. Ajay, General. Mo ye na ja o mo se ene ayi mo maame wa order aduane se ne no mo hye show na se bia eti ye wie ya ye titi bia di why e be didi so internet no obi o mo timi e be hack into the internet no mo do mo ho be bom o mo do mo ho bom no mo hye ase e lebu o mo ayi ni te say ye computer no eti through 80 kono abon say internet ni nyina e ba fo say ni pabone for de no ho betale no otare ho no ye din no otare ho ye ho no ye jine de afrim
sorry yes
baby
I'm sorry yes
eti japa obi ansuro japa ne nsuro japa chena onye be man che obi a we are always saying that you should use laws. We are a nation of laws. Jagwa cannot Japa na ye diebe. Now him saying na is a history book mwati in Dewula Japa. What Japa ne na no. Now one na be Bob bra passage di in Dewula Japa. Now the oba say funu no na would you say din won. In Dewula Japa na yesua ne ho asem wo eye you know. Ne na no.
O say din.
An wo say din no. Japa, be careful. You be careful. On the self-for. Malam Yohani. The angel will behave sad. General. Sagoi. Now, what can your man know yen security anymore? Very irresponsible character. Tin ye yin dino. Oh, military nim. And a gufo. Ye yin di. Afe sa o kwaji warrant go fitie warrant ye. Was it where a director general of an intelligence agency? Medical catcher say intelligence agency no. Miensa, the NIB, the RD, and the NSB. Director general is no one. Where the director general of intelligence agency or an employee discuss we are a nation of laws. General, Nobody has any business doing the nonsense they are doing. And we sit there and watch them as though Mema Nukruni offer to me another year national security. We are muy almost a member of Juada. Messimu Pam and Mako. Why? Because they make one but yes. Mupenwatia, if a drew a bonnet drums be solo. Miss one to some bokume. And Rachina. Kurula 2019 DB na na G ne car number ni ade one na area mu onu obuso bisa say Okatakyie tre manya information ni why oh me ewu no na wo nipa titira wu Kwame Nkrumah wu Martin Luther wu me na me wu ade bayi na mo suro ade na hu ne nsemfunu na mo the nationality so o say kobasa obi aye bibi na say o person the warrant ko chena where Director General of an intelligence agency or an employee designated by the Director General has reasonable grounds to believe that a warrant is required to enable the agency to perform function under this act, the Director General or the designated employer may apply for the issue of the warrant. It won't mean warrant at large. You must be specific with exactly the other warrant in the it would warrant say this in no one state you will say CCTV. You have no business. So go to CCTV. Warrant. Now say at the same thing warrant. Ne yiri sika da ho fa mo we. Ne yiri no wakwaje warrant also. Say and now no nkrofo ba ye na ayi nkrofo a wo bit madam fo bit me care. You want say ye de wo kan wo. Na me so wo de na kan wo say me na aba ba chimia. Ono so akwache ne wo de ne ye dai. What the warrant to me so? And so the warrant to apply to another person. Who national security? Munim Janseni. I don't know. Now, TS2 no, young 34-2. Or say the application for the warrant shall be made in writing to a justice, the chairperson of a tribunal, or a senior police officer not below the rank of a year superintendent or above. It's just one with the idea of court. A court warrant. And a chairman of a tribunal. And I say a senior police officer, not below the rank of superintendent. Now, Yansha under what circumstances that a warrant will be needed. National security. Kadechia ko school. Woba. Muhiya warrant. Samu kocheno. Emrana say a DNT na muhiya warrant. Obusamo. Because some person ba abisuno. Or say matters to be specified in application for warrant. Now, an application for a warrant shall specify. What's the application? Exactly the other warrant. Don't mean what you warrant for Okatakyie. Now, man, ask you, my country is on a general, my general account. You have no business.
Exactly. So,
because the annihilation of laws. Then some flukan cancer and a moody Kuma be entering Ganchero. We don't run men. Muslim baby, and I'm on Fremesa. They means radio quality anything. Arrogance. They wawa semwa. Now mama kwa you back was what the David. So them sit tell you more kind. Babu me akom boom. Babu bad damn. They are now you ready a year for a 34. I say 35. I said the facts relied on to justify the belief or reasonable grounds that the warrant is required. So, as a court, some facts to rely on. Say, may a never way be seen in a warrant. Or say that the agency of the matter is of a nature that it would be impracticable to carry out the investigation using the investigative procedures of that without a warrant. Or say, some trust number one said the nature of a investigation. There is some agency be more pentem be namuka samube follow Katachenga Kranka Munya sa de Corono or Bessano and none the Bemu apply for warrant. Nagada joy or your threat. Meganako baby. It's what is the agency in chasing? There are some phone Tantania to Chronomonia, Yachona, Magic to me. Instead, somebody employ the proper people. Irresponsible characters like that. Extremely. It's watching out the bonny. I may say the umpire will be ammonia. Hey, who remember me? It's in a branch and I wore the car, Edimachi, and I do 12 and 1. Who knew number plate? Or I will catch them, make at the cheese and I will be patch. Because I'm not paper.
the car di material no 12.
Baby I got na ya yedidi obi. Car ni mienu besi ho more than 1 hour. Coincidentally, me coffee no. Me gina eye boys bi e wo me ho. Anajo almost 12. But me hu se car ni di machi no. Ana me gina eye ahyetemu ho. Ani ahyetemu di nkomo more than 10 minutes. Na time me gina ona na cars ni mienu nyina be pa me ho betwam. And me ne boys ni gina odi nkomo more than 10 minutes. Afa me wie ya me dwe so mo ko no. Me branch to eye me yina na omienu nyina asa so. Nam say hey, sakas we meet no monam. Ne you chase no me I told you when you come and you banya come. When you chase more. Nobody should come and tell me say and we did not. Who be try more than 10 minutes. What they didn't know was that not car back wa me nam ani me nam no. Na no wo animu etu ohunu omo. Na say ohunu ne nyina. When him say you call ya me call refi. Car Range Rover na say back. E ma me cameras ni ade ni. Wo say be kan dey. Enwrenram you. Enwrenram.
More fire.
Me say wo ba kobi. Enema me enu peni bisi. In war it is only 2 things that happens. Either of each. Either you win or I win. But like I keep saying, any day, anytime, I'll win.
Pound for pound.
Even if you win, you won't go, you won't survive.
Precisely.
I guess I'm around so. Mobana be kitu na the motor fa na ba. By the time I be move it 2 seconds, now soon did that. Maybe who cry you die. Me see me where you die. I don't know. David me go kwa no me no shia sama do am say brim waka Jimmy. I don't know. Bobby, it's national security no. Obi antime nyusu fa wura no obi a. Na dwuma yeso wo ye ho. Ekwa yeso fa so de ye. Obi a me yusu wura no obi a. Monday we me say shirt. En kwa me suit. Omo ye say Friday na me frɛ Osman madam fuka chen so me ba eye no oje tum. Ti Monday me ko me suit pa a shoe Italian shoe. Anya flower de bi. Abotai shirt papa. Etu two perfume ogu me ho. Papa. Oba sa me bua mo mam fight galamse anya madwuma no. Me ankasa me di tuoto me kon ekɔ nwuram ekɔ hwɛ yɛ me ye che galamse China for. Mo ba mo mpɛ hu bi ni. Na me na mba nwuram. Mo ma so nkɔ didi o. Police ni mo ma so nkɔ didi o. Mo me nya why? Ni ankyekere man. Na nra me MPP for ne ye na nye. Na una so resete. And wa ba na resete. Na said o mo ye na anu no na ba ye bidia. Anya na ba be ye dey. Malam John o be ye dey. Malam John so ba be ye dey. So be use national security in the nsem funu ye ekoso ya. Ene na ja na kufu ado ne ba o mi antra so. I am telling you any day, anytime. No amount of intimidation shall cover me into silence. I wasn't born like that. I am not made up like that. I can't even work.
Exactly.
If I'm going to go to yeti bomfa ombo mi din sa kwame miso ketikiti o na ja hene ba no de ni tika kraka no ye awrade me ko kuma se so ame na no so sa the whole so ame ye bom din kramom ho kwame miso me bubi na bi bome na me keka bi na bi kamani ade sa me ko mfante pimu me suspension me gisa if someone make what your exams me the police escort in the confront. I'm telling you, go back and watch. They should tell you.
Precisely.
Timothy William said, "Then yeah, one more money me confront people. One more year almost say, and yeah, what do crowd mo? What? Obi? Someone is and me ba kumasi body nso sa ne ade go ye ne we am akwa bi bo me 2000 ohwem sutro be si na hwem trim se me body bi bi sia no so me bo no obo me no dwane tisa enu ade mo bi afamba me ma me akosu ab no wo military o ti me bo me sa o ja me anam se ko ye the same thing the national security mo chi me du me ba mo bete gbansa say the mati bi na you know ayi alasa kuranti Osman ntina me ya chem kade ya mesi ya ma mo ne mu nsem funu na mo di na nwura ne ade ni ade be no agumu ama Agobi? No amount of intimidation.
Never.
Eti when na mu hunu ne saa se and wo ha adwen wo kuro ne mu no afa na abedu national level na mu hunu timonkoma no ntum atufo bo what national security police military we are a creation of law.
Precisely.
And we are a nation of laws. You are going to work within the remit of the law that established you. Nobody has any right to be doing things outside the remit of the law. You have to be careful.
Precisely.
Oh yeah, no more yes, and when they will kill. I don't fear these things. Just John line. I don't know. Nipa titra wo me went there. Enti japa. Onye wo sesa wanya nsem hunu na odi na be wan. Wo ayi odame asisi woni ade Ghana for bebre ka bi ma. Bebo. That is what we call nation of laws. Ave wo benya tumi a. Ni o mafunu sa na wo di tumi ni di. Na wura wo bi fie na de tuo no akona matutu CCTV ni ade. Rambo star. Me wo kuro bi wa beto aso be kana adwa akire wo. Ade. Ehwe ni wo nwura munyai. Amedekala we say eyeku anka yi jakwa nka said the amedeka mo ye edi kunkum judges ni adeka jakwa is a very irresponsible character enyame na meka krata ya di yi ne krata so a very irresponsible character
Extremely.
na jomama so pe o man ni yakob appointee say any person asha de kuli high asha na fan picture nto so be ni ehwe
Funny jina
so ni ehwe no said was I can callous and nabumo. I said, ye a chair, I say ye, the Adanti Simono, a general, medium Jizzy Kubizano, Jagua, Jaroff. You have to be magnanimous with the power that has been given to you. You cannot be using power to intimidate people. The very people you claim to serve, the very people you want to serve, you are using the power to intimidate them. Doesn't make sense to you. Yes, super so who know he needs more someone. I have an achiame. It's a Jomama Yan and Nimukosia, Kwasiam Quanyam Christosum Malam Yohani. Also January. Just a baby about Kutum. Malam Yohani. As a Malam Yono. Ajay, General. Mo ye na ja o mo se ene ayi mo maame wa order aduane se ne no mo hye show na se dia eti ye wie ya titi bia di why e be didi so internet no obi o mo timi ebe hack into the internet no mo do ho be bom o mo do mo ho bom no mo hye ase lebu wo mo ayi ni te say ye computer no eti Edru 80 kono abon se internet ni nyina e ba fo. Se ni pabone fo de no ho betale. No otare ho. No aye din no otare ho. Ya ho no ye jine de. Afrim.
Sorry yes.
Baby.
I'm sorry yes.
Eti japa obi ansuro japa ne ansuro japa chena. Onye be man che obi a. We are always saying that you should use laws. We are a nation of laws. Jagwa cannot Japan. Now, when him saying, Nana, is a history book, what in Dewula Japa. What Japan? No. Now, one another Bob passage in Dewula Japa. Now, the urban say, Funuana would you say, in Dewula Japan, you see, and once more a year, you know. Nana, no. And was said, you know. Jakwa, be careful. You be careful. Or the self-for. Malam Yohani. The angel will behave sad. General, it is a near bad day. Mobile read the message. A dross, you me read it. Now, her name and auntie being so yes, and the operation Cogdam, operation this. We are cowards. You people, you are cowards. You are cowards. Abba Kromo and Timmy Anyari. And then I'm Tentenua. I got another one as a year, you operation car leg or Christian. That Duruwaka.
Basement.
You don't know. Then it drew what? Now,
Johnny Akoshi basement.
yeah, meet and greet.
What time aso so woni mu a
Ewujade mponi. No peace in this house.
Mame, I count 2 days. I count 2 good days. Ne true wa no abeye ena. Wo bete.
Yo Shampo is me near my daughter Ghana for me chewbia. No de see no. E koso wo mea. Wo passa si de si wan kasa wo fi. A ho beto. Langa de phobia me hawo. Wo sum bedwo a e Nasco properties. E wi ase ko nanim. Se wo pe edan a yesi awie apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, 4-bedroom apartment. A wo sum bedwo. Ye wie bibi e no asa wo de wo no me kwakoda. Wo ne kire Nasco properties. Wo sum bedwo fi ewura ntimi nka hwenkyira wo. Enya asase e de si dan kwa ne wo. Wo pese wo ye kwiani bayire da ho a bo banchi da ho e bobode a ye wo asase papa enoma wo mu e ma ndobaye babebri wo pese wo wonya wankasa wo fi na wonya asase free Nasco property wo ye won krofo mu si dan ne ma wo ye wo building contractors a omu ye very good architects so for niche Nasco property wo to asase e be si dan na ma finchim beautiful buildings me tell you that enkasa wo pesika gu ho kese ase na wasi wo fi faka kra bi ko Nasco properties o me sha si dan na ma wo beti wo ni no wo dan si wo na ate wo show so wo pe ye kira kwan ya
Your main office ewo Kasua Nyenyano Road, Nasco Plaza building, last floor, adjacent the post office.
Frey 0240-221-212, 0277-071-717, and 0302-864-956.
Sanenson, Ghana ha baby bia, ope asase, edia du dumano. Ye hiane se, obe frey.
ede
Boss, also munyi anase boss.
Yeah.
Mr. Ya from me old man na sa kan ho bio. Nti nka Mr. kwan kakra na.
Again.
Oh boss. Also munyi anase omo ha drink kakra. Nti Mr. ma me kwan me kwhwe ne mbra.
I'm sorry, not this time. Na bra be show mama dade cha be show papa be show sister. Any ade application be no gu ho no na mama fu bi show anan. Na kwhwe wa wofo why.
Oh boss, wait the Mr.
Senti sanso dia. Any free AM home care and nursing home. No mo be show wofo ma na nya kwan wadwuman.
AM home care and nursing home.
We home care and nursing services, elderly day care, medication management, dementia, and Alzheimer care, physiotherapy services, post-surgery care, illness recovery care. Ni nyina ne say, ubusu ni bi kura na bi a wakwayare sabia ne yayi na befie. Na wo frɛ AM home care and nursing home for ya 24/7. Wo mu abekwa akokrokro no, ekwan befa so befa ni ndro, no mu entertain no. Na wo so nya kwan wadwuma.
Ene AM home care and nursing home. Sabi na mi pay.
Obutimi krokro busu afokro akere wa mu.
Omo wa hifa.
AM home care and nursing home e wo Fanko Accra and Sawomu Road. From 0540-344-837 and 0207-859995.
Boss, wait there me dawasepa. What's me breso? AM home care and nursing home.
Comfort, compassion, and caring home.
Boss.
Yeah.
Mr. Ya from me old man na sa kan ho bio. Nti nka Mr. kwan kakra na.
Again.
Oh boss. Also munyi anase omo ha drink kakra. Nti Mr. ma me kwan me kwhwe ne mbra.
I'm sorry, not this time. Na bra be show mama dade cha be show papa be show sister. Any ade application be no gu ho no na mama fu bi show anan. Na kwhwe wa wofo why.
Oh boss, wait the Mr.
Senti sanso dia. Any free AM home care and nursing home. No mo be show wofo ma na nya kwan wadwuman.
AM home care and nursing home.
We home care and nursing services, elderly day care, medication management, dementia, and Alzheimer care, physiotherapy services, post-surgery care, illness recovery care. Ni nyina ne say, ubusu ni bi kura na bi a wakwayare sabia ne yayi na befie. Na wo frɛ AM home care and nursing home for ya 24/7. Wo mu abekwa akokrokro no, ekwan befa so befa ni ndro, no mu entertain no. Na wo so nya kwan wadwuma.
Ene AM home care and nursing home. Sabi na mi pay.
Obutimi krokro busu afokro akere wa mu.
Omo wa hifa.
AM home care and nursing home e wo Fanko Accra and Sawomu Road. From 0540-344-837 and 0207-859995.
Boss, wait there me dawasepa. What's me breso? AM home care and nursing home.
Comfort.